Hello guys, this is Everyday from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. And now I am back here in the US hour to have a head start and take a look. What am I supposed to trade? What am I supposed to plan for my US hour? All right. So we have been through the first half of the Euro hour. Okay, so those that capture your TP, right? So put your complacency away and stay put and reset your mind in the next section, right? So coming along right now, I'm in this video, you will in the description you will be able to see the time. If you can just skip to the next timestamp so that you can see how I analyze those that I have picked up. Right, guys. Right, so let's go. So what we have over here in AUDCAD over here, right? AUDCAD. So currently, by looking at this AUDCAD over here, AUDCAD, we are looking to short. I'm looking for a selling opportunity. Yes, AUDCAD earlier on we have an opportunity to sell, and right now in these 4 hours, after the first half of the 4 hours in Euro hours, it has already coming up to set up with a support. But of course, in the whole general trend, if you can see, okay, the whole general strength over here, we are actually selling down to a lower high, selling down to a lower high. All right. Okay, so we are selling down to a lower high and selling down to a lower high. So currently, it is meeting up with a resistance, which the previous support is actually currently right now and become a resistance. So how are we going to take note about this AUDCAD? Right, in the few hours, in a while, US hour is going to start. So now we are looking out. We have to look out in H1 to check if H1, when it tests on the resistance over this side here, all right, this part here, this price, are we going to sell immediately? No, we have to take note. We have to take note whether will it break out with the support into the buy, or it will continue to create a new selling cycle to sell, and that is where we will be able to capture some profits from there. All right, so now moving up again, this is the support that actually we have created right now. Right, so this is the support. So by looking at the support here, we have to take note of the space available from the resistance all the way to the support. We have 16. We have around 16 pips. It depends on where did you enter for the trade. So it has 16 pips of space for you to enter for a trade. So take note about this, right? Okay, so AUDCAD, I'll be looking at selling. However, it may also reach to the next 4 hours opening, right? That means to say 1 hour after US market open, then we will have a chance to sell. So yes, so once again, I'm going to key in this AUDCAD. All right, AUDCAD, right? So in this AUDCAD, I'm going to take note. Well, as for Aussie franc, in terms of Aussie franc right now, I will not give a short. Okay, why? It's because although we are also in the selling trend, right? But today it seems like it's more onto the retracement. So the selling trend over here, it doesn't give me a very promising selling over here, right? So if you can see, we may also need to hit on the resistance, then we will have a chance to sell. However, earlier on, all this while is talking about this is my bear zone, and this bear zone is always a zone which is very, very volatile and a lot of turbulence. So in this case, I will not be I won't be very keen in selling Aussie franc. Neither I'm not very keen in also buying Aussie franc. So I'm going to give this a miss. Okay, so next to go, Aussie yen. Well, Aussie yen is very obvious. We are still on the right to the moon. So tentatively, I'm not going to touch this. Let's wait for tomorrow. Let's see if it will break the resistance to create another higher high. Right? So sellers stay away. For buyers, we are very near to the resistance. So I will be expecting it to have some hovering sideways over there. So just stay away first. All right. Anyway, because of the trading hours, Aussie closed yen close, so the liquidity may be much lower, so it will be pushed indirectly by the retail trader. So in this case, I suggest that Aussie yen we will need to give a miss as well. So how about Aussie Kiwi? Aussie Kiwi, same thing. We are taking a ride to the moon. So we are in the bullish run. So tentatively, if I'm looking at this, we still have some space for buying. Okay, we still have some space for buying. Not really. It's about only 20 over pips, right? So tentatively, okay, because right now when I'm talking about this has already started the run for the buying. But I do not know by the time when the US market open, it may has already reaches or very near to the resistance, which is not very advisable, right? So give this a miss for buying as well, and also selling. So how about Aussie dollar? Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is looking out good for a bear selling trend. For a bear selling trend. So over here, let's look out for one of the resistance over here that's coming very soon. Or in this area of transition, as you can see in H4. H4 is the place that I'm going to look out for my support and resistance. So right here, we can see that Aussie dollar, I'm looking for Aussie dollar to sell, okay, today. So I'm waiting for Aussie dollar to hit on the previous support over here, over here, over here, and tested, then it breaks. Over here, once it breaks, over here, we are now retesting. Retesting, everybody know once you have a retesting, if it's not breaking, creating a new selling in H1 over here, then we got a new cycle to sell down, right? We'll have a new cycle to sell down. So over here, when it started to sell down, where will be the support level that we should be looking out? Over here. So this is the support level that I'm looking out for. So in this case, we got to be very careful, all right? Be very patient. Wait for it to test on the resistance, then we start selling, right? Don't sell halfway through, okay? If not, when it's selling, it's going down very slowly, but when it's going up for a buy, it may go up for a buy very harshly. Okay, why? What is the reason behind it? It's because when I'm looking at H4, currently I'm on the support and it is not breaking at all. And now it's not breaking down. So there we have tendency of continue to test the resistance. So that is the reason why I'm not going to sell now until it tests the resistance, then I will decide. Right, so Aussie dollar, I will also put this into my watch list. Right, so this will be quite a good one for us to pay more attention to it in the next 4 hours of opening, US hour opening. That will be good. All right, so let's take a look at Euro Aussie. Tentatively, I will say that it will be still going up for a bull. Right. So today it is struggling. It is struggling now. Okay, in this bull zone where the bear zone, bull zone, correct? So the bear zone up there to sell, the bull zone down here to buy. So tentatively is working on the buying. So working on the buying, that means to say it's going to take off very soon. Well, it's going to take off very soon indeed. All right, we are very near into the bull market. So tentatively, by looking at this, I will give it a miss because I'm a seller. All right, so buyers, you can take note once it has a buying signal. Yeah, good luck for you. All right. Okay, so now EURUSD. How about EURUSD? Okay, so EURUSD over here. When I'm talking about EURUSD over here, EURUSD, let's look at the trend first. So downward trend, we have a high and lower high, now creating a upward trend. So are we going for a lower high? We do not know right now, am I right? So currently I won't be taking any action, okay, for this EURUSD because it's supposed to be selling earlier on, okay, and managed to capture one or two TP from this EURUSD on earlier on in this Euro hours. But now there's a change on the second half when the H4 opening, but now it's testing on the resistance. Okay, now it's testing on the resistance of the H4. So will it break and continue into the bull zone? And that is very difficult. Very difficult to say, very difficult to judge. All right, so since now in the state that is testing on the resistance, you may have a chance to sell, you may have a chance to buy. However, by looking at the H4 tentatively, the earlier on first 4 hours of this week of the euro hour, it has already become a higher low, high support, right? Higher low equals to higher support. So tentatively, by looking at this, it's more towards buying. So it's a sign of buying, a sign of strength to buy and breaking the resistance. So hang on with it. All right. So second half of the day, I am going to give EURUSD a miss. Okay. All right. So pound as usual. All right. I'm not going to trade this because of Ukraine and Russia war. So I'm going to give this a miss just in case I'm being twisted into the twister. Okay. So next to go, Euro Yen. Euro Yen, right? Euro Yen, we are still in the bull run, right? So today Euro Yen, we have a very good run. Okay, so for the past since the market opens until today, the Euro Yen is taking the right. So now it's taking the right to the moon. Now let's leave it alone. Are we going to buy? And I will advise that no, better don't buy because it's going to be a chase. So this chase, I guess it is not very easy. So cut the chase. Let's move. Okay, so now Euro Kiwi, right? Euro Kiwi, Let's take a look at Euro Kiwi. It's a downward trend with a lower high, and now it's retracing. So it's retracing, going to test on the resistance somewhere here. Okay, so let's see. We are still in the bear, but remember, every bear trend that bound to have a time that you got to miss a trade, you got to give up the trade is because it's retracing within the bear. So if you are selling, even when it's retracing upwards, it's supposed to buy. Wow, we can go for 100 pips, 200 pips, but no. All right. So just be very disciplined and be a very structured trader in a way that when it's actually in the bear trend, but it's now into the retracement, stay away until a point of time when it starts to return back to the prevailing bear trend, then we start to sell. Then we will be selling with the trend. If now you are buying against the trend. So no point, am I right? So let's take a look where is the resistance that we are talking about. That the resistance over, I will be looking at here. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, correct. So it's still quite a space to go, huh? All right. So this may be one because this may be the one that you're going to test on the highest point here. All right. So there's the rejections over here, this part. So yeah. Anyway, so this I will be looking at the resistance over here. So Euro Kiwi, I would say right now after the 4 hours, after the building up of a support, I think second half of the euro hour for Euro Kiwi is going to buy, right? So we just stay away from here. Okay, so just move again to euro dollar. Well, euro dollar is good to sell earlier on, all right, but now it has become a buy. So now testing on the resistance. So is it still good to sell? Well, it has to wait. We have to wait. All right, we have to wait. We have to wait for it to test on the resistance without breaking. Okay, 1 hour after the US market open, the H4, the next H4 opening. If it's not breaking from this H1, okay, then it will be it will be showing that the retracement is ending. When the retracement is ending, it will start to go in a transition, then back to the prevailing bear trend. So this will be one that we can still sell. However, it may give a lot of turbulence. So if you're selling, you give a lot of turbulence. If you're buying, you're very near to the resistance. So what should we do? Well, probably selling, maybe just scalp. You have to scalp it. All right. But buying, you have to wait for it to break the resistance with new support above. Then we can buy. Right. Okay, so that's for euro dollar. Buying is more promising than selling. All right, but selling, yes, you still can, but it's more for the scalp. All right. So yes, I guess in the next 4 hours, I will still I will still put this in. All right, I will still put this euro dollar in. All right, because we still have some chance. Okay, for in this euro dollar, in the US hour that the market is very active, so we still need to pay attention to that. All right. Okay. So now pound Aussie. Let's take a look at pound Aussie. Pound Aussie. Right. Earlier on, we don't have a choice for pound Aussie because right now we are looking at bull is turning up. So right now bull trend we are looking out for. Sorry, the bull is turning up. So now we are still in the bull. So looking for a buy, correct? Looking for a buy. But looking for a buy by looking at this resistance over here, pound Aussie. This pound Aussie, this part here has already near to the resistance. So buyers, if you want to buy, make sure you break the resistance with a new support above. Okay, break it, retest it, then continue to buy. Right. So that's for pound Aussie. So no for me as a seller, so I won't be dropping down. I won't be jotting down this into my watch list. All right. Okay. So how about pound CAD? Pound CAD. All right. Pound CAD. So pound CAD over here. By looking at this today, the trend is still on the downward trend. Downward trend, as you can see, we are creating another lower high. So a lower high, but today, pound CAD, it has a selling opportunity earlier on the first half of the euro hour, but now it has gone up to test the resistance once again. So as you can see, it tested the resistance once again. Then this is the point that maybe it's going to hover around. But do we have a chance to sell? I would say yes. Okay, so we have a chance to sell for pound CAD, right? So but look out for the support level because the support level has a little changes, right? So right now the support level, this is a support. Okay, earlier on is different. So right now this part here we're going to take a look. As you can see, there's a higher support down here. So we have about 15 pips. So hopefully it can go up a little bit more, and we will have more space to sell. Go up a little bit more. What do I mean by go up a little bit more? It means I want to test the resistance without breaking. Okay, and we can sell exactly at the resistance. Well, hopefully. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to put pound CAD into my list, right? I'm going to put pound CAD into my list so that we can take a look at this how it goes. Okay. All right. So pound franc. How about pound franc? Right? Pound franc. We are in the pound franc. Okay, definitely no for selling. All right, no for selling. We are going for a buy today after we can see they have it tested the support, retested again. All right, so what is this? Right, it's a double bottom, and now what is this? It's going to go for a buy very soon. All right, so buyers can take note about this for this pound franc. Yes, although it has already started the run. Okay, but again that the resistance wise we still have quite a distant away, right? Pound franc we still have a quite distant away. So tentatively by looking at this, okay, by looking at this, we still have about 27 pips to go. We still have about 27 pips to go. So guys, pound franc for buyers, but not for the sellers. Okay. All right. So over here, let's go again with pound yen. Pound yen. All right. Pound yen. Once again, pound yen is in our bear zone, and this pound yen is actually taking a right too. So it's taking a right to the moon. So buyers, if you want to buy, you have very limited space to buy because we are very near to the resistance. You are left with only, oh, I'm so sorry, you have about 60 pips to go. Okay, so 60 pips to go. All right, so I guess buyers can take note, but sellers, no. Buyers, where to buy? Make sure it retraces downwards with a new high. Okay, sorry, with a new low. Okay, that means a higher low. Okay, then you continue to buy. Okay, if not, stay away. All right, if not, just stay away. Okay, so that's for pound yen for buyers. All right, so pound kiwi. Pound kiwi. Pound kiwi right now. Okay, pound kiwi tested the bull zone, as you can see right at the bottom. From the beginning of the month, we were saying that pound kiwi we still have plenty of space. Finally, it has tested once. Okay, so now since it's tested near to the bull zone, has a support. As you can see, one test, go. So over here, it's now on the buy side. So now it's testing to go for a bull. However, by looking at this, right, it may also create a lower high in the general trend, correct? It may create a lower high in the general trend. So in this case, for this one, this H4, let's look out for the general resistance for my general strength resistance. Okay, it will be here, right here. Yes, one. This will be the one. Okay, yep. Okay, I'll be using this because it has the most touches over here. The previous support has touches, tested, break, and now become the resistance. So yes, okay. So Pound Kiwi, we are still looking for a sell, but today, as I say, today may be the day is actually setting up the foundation for tomorrow with selling. Okay, so now let's take a look. H4, this is the resistance as well as where is the support level. Okay, well, the support no change. Well, pretty good. Okay, so over here by looking at this, that's one test coming down with a higher support. As you can see, if I'm drawing a trend line here, you can see it's still going up, higher support, coming for a higher support. So Pound Kiwi, probably the next one, will need to test on the resistance then before it can start selling. Right? So Pound Kiwi, we can pay attention to that. Probably may happen in the next few hours. Okay, so yep. Okay, so but in terms of Pound Kiwi, the characteristics of the Pound Kiwi, remember the pound is going to close right at the first half of the US market. So once the first half of the US market of a Pound Kiwi, there isn't any chance that you can sell, then no more. Alright, so Pound Kiwi is a little bit of a short span. Okay, so yeah, but we still have a chance. To sell, but I would prefer to wait for tomorrow. Okay, I will prefer to wait for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, okay, so yes, then in that case, I'm going to skip. Okay, I'm going to skip this Pound Kiwi first. What about Pound Dollar? Let's take a look at Pound Dollar. So Pound Dollar over here, we have one test, and just now we have tested. Okay, we have tested on the first US hour. We have tested on the support, and now it has become a double bottom, which is rejected and become a buy. So Pound Dollar, I will be still looking for a buy. Well, it will be, now we are coming near to the previous support. As you can see, previous support has been tested, break, and now retracing upwards. It has become a resistance. Could there be a chance to sell for this Pound Dollar? I would say yes, we do have, right? We do have a chance to sell. Okay, however, the support seems very strong. This support strong. So I'm going to push this support for conservative purpose. All right, over here. Okay, so once you have a selling opportunity, you have about 40 pips, 39 to 40 pips of space, right? If it doesn't break the resistance and giving a new cycle to sell, yes, we can sell. And there will be a chance to sell, but we have about 40 pips. We have about 40 pips of space depending where did you enter, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put Pound Dollar into my watch list as well. All right. So yeah, seems like the Pound Dollar is going to start selling, and it seems that dollar are getting strong. Well, let's take a look. Okay, so now dollar seems strong as well. Okay, so this is a very obvious that for the since last week, AUDCAD has been going by very strong in the bullish. Well, and tested the resistance over here, started to retrace a bit, right? So let's check. And indeed, it retraced since last Friday and this morning when the market opens in Australia over here. Okay, so market has already tested the resistance and it's not breaking, it's coming back. Well, looks good. So, well, since it's looking good for dollar CAD, there's a selling opportunity. Okay, so let's take a look. In H1, yeah, this is the support. Okay, let's take a look. Sorry, let's go to H4. Let me plot this support out over here. As you can see, this can consider as a support level. Okay, so this is what I meant by the H1 touches the support, it went up and test the resistance. Once the resistance is not breaking, it creates a new cycle to sell. So right now, okay, we are in this zone. So will there be a chance that we can have a selling opportunity for dollar CAD? Probably if it retraces upwards, and hits on the previous support that become a resistance. Okay, you see the resistance. Yeah, this is a resistance. It breaks and then comes back again, become a resistance, breaks support, and it come back. So this area is still a resistance. Okay, so it's still a resistance. So take note. Okay, take note that this is the area that we can sell if it retraces upwards without breaking. So it's creating lower resistance to sell. All right. Okay, so let me put this dollar CAD into my list. Okay, my watch list, dollar CAD. So I guess probably that may be a chance for us to sell. Okay, so again for dollar franc is very straightforward that we are going for a bull. So we are going for a bull, look out for buying. All right, look out for buying. Okay, so right now let's see in H4, well, it tested on the resistance and came down. Well, it came down, yes, but it's a bull. So where are we looking out to set up for a buy? So this is a support level. I'm waiting for it to come down, have a red candle, green candle, and red, green, ready to take off. Okay, so buyers can take note for dollar franc. All right. Okay, so how about dollar yen? Well, dollar yen very straightforward. We are still on the dollar yen is still taking the right to the moon. So right now, buyers, can we start trading? Okay, can we start trading on this? All right. So if you can't see where's the resistance, I will always resistance. When I can't see, I will always take a time frame above. Okay. So let's test and let's see. Well, this estimated it should be around here. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, here. Day one, let's check. Okay, it should be, yep, around here. Yes, so we are pretty near. We are very near to the resistance as well. So let's give this a miss. So, right, buying and selling, give this a miss. Okay, so I don't see, unless it breaks and then retest the resistance to become a support, then okay, then we will go for it, right, for a buy. Or if not, then just give this a miss. Okay, so how about tonight? There is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin. So starting off this Bitcoin, we are looking out for the support. Bitcoin is still looking out for support, which give a potential space to go further up, right? For to accumulate some profits before to accumulate the profits volume from the market before we can push through the 48. Yes, we have achieved the 48 as months ago we were talking about it. So now, okay, so right now it's actually still looking out for the support. Where this support I'm looking out in this for this Bitcoin against this dollar, then this will 41 1 will be marketed price to buy. Okay, so it's around there. It's around there. It depends. It really depends on which is the best timing for me to get into the trade. Right? It depends on the situation on the spot. All right. Okay, so guys, so this is this shall be all for me. Okay, so let me see if I can post this up. Okay, so yep, right. So post this up. Okay, so right, I'm going to post this in under my description. Right, so guys, please take note of the description. All right, so that's all for me. So I hope you like this session that I analyze out the trading session, the trading plan for the US hour, right? So if I hope you like this video, give me a like. Remember to smash the like button, okay, so that I know this video is very is in demand. Then you know when there's demand, there will be supply. Am I right? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to smash the button. If you are new, subscribe and ring up the bell so they get the latest update whenever I post up my analysis. See you again, guys, in the next day Euro hour analysis. See you again, and good luck in your trading. Everything from ACS Learning Hub. See you.